fans, we're now in beautiful Killorgin, Ireland. This is part of our Ring of Kerry Towns tour. That's a lot to say, Ring of Kerry Towns. We're going to endeavor to visit every town along the Ring of Kerry. A lot of beer there. And give you a description, maybe a walkthrough, and tell you some significant facts about that town and give you the feel of what it's like to walk through the town. Here's the County Bar, Guest House and Restaurant. Looks like a nice place. It's big. Let's see what's going on. Look at that gentleman over there. That's typical Irish dress. Hat, sweater, warm vest, cane. There's the Biaconi restaurant over there. Here's cheese, best shops, bakery and deli, bar, cheese. There's a picture of the annual Puck Fair. Let's go take a look at King Puck. Once a year, in August, it is said that the good burghers of Killorgin, Ireland, celebrate what they call King Puck Fair, where they get a wild goat and then crown that wild goat king for a day or for a weekend, and have a wild weekend to celebrate that activity. So right now there's a statue out here of King Puck that we're going to go look at. There's a wind turbine over there. Ireland's actually in the forefront of turbine electrical generation. Now, I don't know the name of this river, stream, or lake. I did inquire at a gas station on the lake and they didn't know. I will try to find out for you. I think it's a river, but I'm not sure. Now we're walking over the bridge, over this unknown river, to King Puck. What a beautiful day. Look how pretty that is. Not a ripple on the water. And here's what the town looks like as you drive up and approach it. Isn't it beautiful? There's another B&B. And there's a view down the other side. There's not enough room on that side of the road to safely stand, or I go over there and do a video for you there as well. But there's King Puck over on our right. We're walking toward him now. You know, I feel no wind at all. You wouldn't think there's enough wind to make that windmill generating power turn. But it is. It's turning quite regularly. Clean energy. Maybe there'll be some inscription over here that will tell us what body of water this is. But this is Killorgin. There's a bakery over there, service station over there for gasoline. Let's take a picture of King Puck. And you see that www there? When you see those W's? I'll show you in the sign a little closer. It means we're on the Wild Atlantic Way when you see that. The Wild Atlantic Way starts in County Cork. It goes all the way to Northern Ireland. All right, so let's see what the sign says here. King Puck. King Puck. For hundreds of years, a male mountain goat has been enthroned as king of the Puck Fair in Killorglin town. The Puck goat reigns over the fair held August 10th, 11th, and 12th of each year. King Puck is a symbol of a vast tradition whose origins are lost in the midst of time. The first day of the Puck Fair is known as Gathering Day. The Puck goat is enthroned on a stand in the town square, and a great horse fair is held. The middle day is known as Fair Day. This is the day of the cattle fair and general festivities. The last day is known as Scattering Day, when the brief reign of Ireland's only king is ended and the Puck goat is returned once more to his mountain home. This sculpture was unveiled on the 5th day of August 2001 in commemoration of the enduring Killorgin tradition of Puck Fair and its central figure, King Puck. Kings may come and kings may go, but King Puck goes on forever. Sculpted by Alan Ryan Hall, erected by the Killorglin Millennium Committee. Now here's our friend, King Puck. You can see he's got his crown on, and he's king for 3 days. And that's King Puck, a male goat from the mountains who is crowned. Look at Killorgin real estate. It's a little cheaper than Killarney. Killorgin real estate, there's one for $185. I had another house for $170, $245, $239, $130 for a house. So we have over here. Another house for $130, $270. $229. Prices seem about, I'd say, $50,000 to $75,000 lower than the prices in Killarney. So let's continue our walk. Here's another view of the main street coming into beautiful Killorgin. Zen Healing Building, an apartment house. Jack's Bakery, Deli, Cheese, and Fine Food in Killorgin. I would say the center of Killorgin, sort of square. Killorgin, the main area, the main traffic circle. Let's walk around and see what we see here. We have an AIB bank. Beautiful square. So a little park in the square and a bus stop. Let's see what else we see here. As you know, this is being brought to you by Gary's Tours, and it's being presented to you in 60 frames per second and 4K for your viewing enjoyment. Makes the colors brighter, more lifelike. Everything looks better in 4K. Next year we may have 8K. Things look even better in 8K, I'm sure. Beautiful day here in Killorglin, Crystal Cave Bookshop. Canberra B&B, O'Grady's Bed and Breakfast, O'Grady's Bar and Spirits, and Jenny Opticians. Very interesting. Let's see if they'll let us cross here. They might. So I'm going to play football, it looks like. This is the town square. This is pretty much the center of town. Gary's tour, folks. Let's see what we got going on here now. Let's try not to get run over crossing the street. And here's Peter's Family Restaurant. He's open. Peter's Family Restaurant. And what does he serve? Our cheese is made from mozzarella. Dental practice. Looks like he might have closed up. Zest Cafe. They may be open, but not yet. And then we have Adrian Hassett Auctioneers. Let's see what the property values are here. $195 for a home. $320, $320, $320, $350, $300, $800,000, $250. One for $100,000. And these look like they're all on Daft IE. By the way, Gary's Tour fans, we recommend Daft IE if you're looking for long-term rentals or want to buy something in Ireland. In our opinion, Daft IE, DAFT.IE, is the best site for real estate in Ireland. I almost said Long Island. Well, we have down here open sports physical therapy store. Isn't it Ireland beautiful when the sun comes out? So much of the time there's no sun here, which makes it hard to enjoy. Look at the white building there. And Ireland is still in the main area of internet access. They're very good at that. There's a lot of high-speed towers, and I'd say there's probably some 5G towers built in there too. They're very good about that. Even in rural areas, and this is sort of a rural area. This is not a big town. This is Reeks District. What's Reeks District all about? Reeks District. Place to find your freedom. This is the Visitor Information Center. And the Visitor Information Center, let's see if they're open. Nope, they're closed on Sunday. Alrighty. So much for visitor information. And what is this? This is the Cill Orglan, or Killorgin Library. Cill Orglan. Kill means church in Gaelic, apparently. So Killorglin means Church of Orglan. There's a tree in the town square. Some library art. Library may be open on Sunday too, who knows? Just for the fun of it, let's see. Nope. I don't see any people in there. Maybe they're not open yet. And then we have the Kerry County Council. They, I guess, pay for the library. And here's a restaurant that does appear to be open. No menu displayed. Killorgin. Seems like a nice town. Cash and carry. This is an Aldi store. That would be a food store. I think they were originally started in Germany. It's a full-size, full-service supermarket. They sell everything. They have no shopping bags, and you have to pay for your shopping cart, or you give a 25-cent or a quarter or a euro deposit to shop there. Yep, no bags. No plastic bags, no paper bags. No bags of any kind. What else do we have here in Killorglin? Farm and pet supplier? It's like, it could be a church of some sort there, I'm not sure. And it gets very rural past this. We're in a gas station at this point. Mad Mix discount store. Vincent's. Killorgin Railway. The Great Southern and Western Railway Company opened a 12.5-mile rail link between Fanfor and this site here on Esver Road, Killorgin, on January 15th, 1855. The line, permanent way, was extended for 27 miles to Valencia Harbor, commencing in 1890 and opened on September 12, 1893. So becoming the most westerly railway in Europe. The branch line, which was part of the National Rail Network, served as a principal transport system for the Levery Peninsula for 75 years. The last train departed Killorgin on January 30th, and the line closed on February 1st, 1960. In the intervening years, most of the buildings that connected with the railway have disappeared, and the site has been developed for other uses. But this is where the first railroad from here to Valencia was. We have a number of videos on Valencia Island. It's a little known spot. It's the most western part of Kerry County, and we recommend you check out some of those videos. You might find them enjoyable. You have tropical plants growing on Valencia Island. You have quadrupeds who climbed out of the ocean on Valencia Island. You have a great hill and great views of the cliffs of Kerry on Valencia Island. That's about it for your key town. The Manor Inn, let's see if we can cross it without getting run over. That may be possible. If we run quickly. No, we didn't get run over yet. This is O'Riordan. I don't know what O'Riordan is. Feels like it's about 75 degrees, which really feels nice. It's been sort of quite. O'Riordan is let's say a butcher store. That's what this discount store is here. It's not open, I don't think. Nope, it's closed. I guess the store's closed on Sunday here. Morning coffee, batteries, newspapers, sort of everything, I guess. Vincent's. It's like a store that sells everything. Everything old is new again. Okay? Farm and pet supplies. The farm shop. So Aldi has probably that whole big building there with office space above it or apartment space above it, because Aldi probably just has the ground floor, I would guess. But they have the whole ground floor. And probably partnered with someone who's renting out the rest of the building for apartments or office space. I cannot tell. And here's another store. The stores appear to be all closed on Sunday. Houlihan, a victualler. I don't know what a victualler is. And there's the power generation, the wind turbine sitting right there, making electricity for Killorgin. Maybe this is an office supply store. Pretty good office supply. It seems like they have everything here. Good sized store too. Well, that's it for our video of Killorgin. If you like it, please subscribe, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.